What's up, YouTube and Rumble? Today I'm bringing you the Bond Arms Snake Slayer. So let's get a good look at the gun and then we'll talk about it. So on your grips here, you got some nice, pretty wood grips. It says Snake Slayer. Has a rattlesnake picture. I don't know how well that's coming through on the camera. And then it says Bond Arms down here. Let's flip it over real quick. Same thing on the other side. Then you have a nice stainless steel chunk of metal over here. Up here, you'll see the model of your gun. So this one says SS, which stands for Snake Slayer. They have other guns called like Cowboy and Roughneck, and it'll say that up here, or Ranger, it'll say that up here. The barrel itself says Snake Slayer, patented 45 Colt, 3-inch 410. So you can shoot 45 Colts and 410s through this. Flipping it back over, it says Bond Arms, Granbury, Texas. And then let's just talk about the features real quick. So to open the gun up, you have this little lever here, and then it swings open. You put your two shells in, and you shut it, and you'll be loaded from there. You'll also you have a crossbolt safety here, and so it's unsafe here. You have to cock it to fire it, but it wouldn't go off because it's unsafe. So you have to push it over to this side. You'll see a little bit of red. I hope that's coming through on the camera for you. But you push it over to the red side, and you would be able to fire. It alternates from the one barrel to the other. So you fire one barrel, and you cock it again. You can fire two, so you got two shots. And you have a big old front sight there, and then you have a little bit of a notch back here. Hope you can see that. But you would just line it up. That's how you'd shoot. Now, this gun itself, to me, is more of a collector's item. It's something you would buy because it's pretty. You could carry it, and I'm sure there's some people out there carrying it for their self-defense. Me, personally, I wouldn't really carry it. It's something that I would just more have as like a safe queen or something to bring out and talk to people about. Not really something that I would carry for any kind of serious use. But, it's marketed as a snake slayer. So if you're out trekking around on your property or in the woods or something, you come across a big, bad rattlesnake or copperhead, you could take it out. If you had two 410s with a bird shot in there, it would take out a snake no problem. Now, to be honest with you, if I had a carry gun on me, like a 9mm or a 380 or something, it's not that hard to hit a snake. If you're up close and you need to with a bullet, you could do it. Here are some self-defense loads. So it has, I think, 3 or 4 discs of buckshot. It's a Winchester PDX-1, and then it has some like pellets behind the buckshot. But I've shot the 45 long Colt through it. It's not too bad. It doesn't kick too bad with the 45s. But with the 410s, if you're shooting slugs or buckshot through it, it can kick pretty hard. And with this wooden grip, it kind of hurts your palm. But and then like 410 birdshot, it's not too bad. So to me, it's more of a collector's item than a actual self-defense gun. Now, if you were up against a person and you had to shoot them with these 410s with the buckshot in it, or a 45 Colt, it'd probably kill them or at least wound them very, very badly. So, you could use it in that situation, but it is such a big and heavy gun, there's better options out there. Now, like I said before, they do make some smaller models. They make one called the Cowboy that's a little bit smaller. You can get it in 32 H&R Magnum, which I like. It would also shoot 32 longs and 32 shorts. But then there's also the option of 38 Special and 357. So you have those options. Just keep that in mind. They have an even smaller model called the Roughneck. So there's different options. I think you can get them in 22 Magnum and stuff. So they have different stuff. This just happens to be a big 45. Cool gun, pretty gun. They are very tough, so let's talk about that. So if you swing it open, you can really just slam these shut. It's not going to hurt it. I'm normally pretty careful how I treat my guns. If I have a revolver, I never swing the cylinder like that. But on these Bond Arms, they are really made to handle that. It's not really abusing it. It's not hurting it. They're made to do that. I don't know if I mentioned before, but let's say you wanted to buy a 357 model and you really didn't want to spend the money on a whole new gun. You can switch the barrels out. So there's a little thing here. You can, unscrew that, and this barrel can come off, and then you just have your frame. You could buy a 357 barrel and then just replace this. So you can swap it out and have different calibers in just one gun. But yeah, it's a pretty cool gun. I like them a lot, honestly. They're not too cheap. They range, $450, $500, but pretty cool gun. That's pretty much everything I can think to say about it. 2 shots in a nice Derringer. Looks cool. Reminds me of the Old West. If you like cowboy guns, revolvers, stuff like that, this might be up your alley. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.